Hello everyone. Today we will see the components of time series, and a time series consists of data points recorded at irregular time intervals. So you can think as a ever sleeping hour, or you can say that the sleeping hour counts of uh, every day. Suppose 7 days sleeping hours. If you've plotted day 1, day 2, day 2, day 3, etc., and you plot your sleeping hour as 2 hours, 4 hour and 5 hour, you'll find something pattern like this, and this is called a time series. So our today's objective is finding the components of time series. So there are few components. uh, these are the main components, you can say that. Trend. First one is the trend. When you plot the trend, you'll find something figure like this one, or something feel like this one. So it could be upward or it could be downward. See, first one, the long-term movement of time series. Trend, it's a long time case. You can guess as a uh, you can guess as a your height increase every year. So you can think is a this is one as a like you are growing taller every year. So this could be a long term, yes, of course. And uh, basically it represents overall direction, upward and downward, as you can see in these two figures. Over a long period of time, you can say that yearly. And for example, a steady increase in the global average temperature over decades. See, the temperature increases, so it could be an upward graph that you can see in this trend part. Next one is the seasonality. See, in seasonality, you can understand a little bit. It's a seasonal pattern should be there, and in simple words you can understand as a this one as a you're growing taller. You are uh, growing taller. This one you can think as a it's kind of celebrating your birthday. So every year your birthday definitely will come. It's a predefined one, and a repeating patterns within a fixed period, daily, monthly. For your birthday it will be yearly, yeah, and it will be definitely happening. If you wanted to see the figure of this plot, it's something like this one. Say you So it's a constant patterns all over the time, caused by natural or man-made factors like weather, holidays, sales cycles, higher ice cream sales in summer. See, definitely at summer, every year the summer, the ice cream price will be getting higher. So this is the example of seasonality. Next one is the cyclical components. See, this one, compared to cyclical, the seasonality is a short term, but in cyclical it's a long-term inflection. Or you can say that inflection basically means this kind of shapes. Okay, long-term inflection occurring at irregular intervals, often linked to economic or business cycles. For understanding this one, you can guess like a mood swinging moods swing of yours. So it is not predefined that much, so it could be happen anytime. So if you wanted to figure this, you can somewhere figure like this one. This is the cyclical. Unlike seasonality, cyclical do not have fixed length. This one has a fixed length of 1 year, say, as it is a birthday every year, fixed length. But this one could be 1 year, but this length could be say 3 year. So first, for example, stock market boom, recession. So recession may could be happen, but is not predefined. So this is one kind of example of cyclical component. uh, and the main factor is here, uh, the irregular intervals here. I have to see that, and this is the irregular intervals. And next one is the uh, irregular or random components. See, this one is little unpredictable, could be, but this one is completely unpredictable. Unpredictable. And for example, how you can remember this one, as a, it could be, what can you say, that's a surprise, uh, like a surprise, a gift for you that you didn't expect to happen. A surprise, say surprise ice cream from your father. A surprise ice cream from your father, you didn't expect that to happen, so it's totally, what will be, it's totally unpredictable. Inflection in the time series, uh, due to unforeseen events, not expected events. So it represents noise or randomness, does not follow a pattern. For example, impact of natural disaster on stock prices. uh, a simple example is earthquake. Earth Q. So earthquake could be happened anytime, any year, any month. It is totally unpredictable. This one is little unpredictable, but this is totally unpredictable. It is happens. It's more common than the irregular one. The cyclic one is. So take me a overview. So what is a time series? It's a time series. It's events taken at equal or specific time intervals, specific points in time or time intervals. It's a time series. And uh, if you notice, what is trend, you can say as a growing taller every year, so it could be upward, and also it could be downward. And this is the two ways the graph will show as a trend. The trend is long-term movements. So there are few things. Long-term movements are here, the trend and the cyclic one. And long-term movement of time series is represents an overall direction, upward and downward, over a long period. For example, steady increase in the global average temperature over decades. It's always been upward. Okay. Seasonality, you can say, you can think as a celebrating your birthday every year. It's definitely going to happen after every year. So the period or the interval is fixed, is 1 year. Okay, there's a fixed intervals is the difference between this. And the cyclic component is long-term inflection occur in irregular intervals, often linked to economic or business cycles. So there is a most important question: what is the difference between seasonality and cyclical? This one is short-term, this one is long-term, and the main important factor is nothing but this one. This is fixed period, this is irregular period, or you can say irregular intervals, not fixed period. And the irregular or random components, so I show you the graph. You will be more comfortable with it. Say this graph could be look like this one, this irregular one. So it is totally unpredictable one. So thank you very much for this part of the class over components of time series. Thank you.